What's up, guys, and happy weekend to all. Okay, so let's keep talking Bethany. What precisely did she see and hear that fateful night that was unique to her experience? And delving more into these new explosive MPD legal documents, do we now have reason to believe that Bethany could have seen or heard members of Sigma Chi entering 1122 King, or even inside that fateful night?
She saw them out the window.
Portions of the information Ms. Funk has is exculpatory.
They knew the guys who were there. It wasn't just one. And there was a group of them in the house.
Okay, before we get into the specifics, let's circle back and re-examine all of the forensics we now know occurring up on that second floor. And what we're trying to determine here, do forensics seem to indicate there was some type of fight or struggle that commenced in the living room and common areas on the second floor? First up, we know there was blood found on the west wall of the living room. We also know there was blood found on the handrail of the staircase going from the first floor up to the second. We also know there was some shifting of furniture going on in that area, most notably a beer pong table on which blood was found. And the last of the blood forensics we've known for quite some time, which is a bloody latent sole print found by Dylan's room. And was that sole print not visible to the naked eye because it had been cleaned up? So now we're getting a better picture of the blood forensics in that area. Does this indicate to you a potential struggle or fight could have commenced in the second floor common areas? Now let's keep building additional layers of what we know to date. We've already discussed the shifting of furniture, including the beer pong table. We also now know that sometime after 4 a.m., both Dylan and Bethany reported hearing a firecracker and flash go off inside 1122 King.
There was a lot of loud noise. They weren't asleep. They were awake. They heard it all.
We do not know where the firecracker sound originated inside that home, but Bethany described seeing a flash from underneath her bedroom door on the first floor. So taking that into consideration, I think it's logical to believe that that sound or device went off somewhere in the first or second floor area of the residence. And let's not forget all that Dylan has reported seeing and hearing on that second floor area after 4 a.m., some of which include crying, voices, and last but not least, seeing a masked intruder in her home after 4 a.m. So again, I'll let you all draw your own conclusions, but taking all of this forensic intel into consideration, do you believe there could have been some type of struggle or fight that commenced in the second floor living room area? And if so, was this the commencement of the attack on Xana and Ethan? So let's keep building on everything we have discussed and now migrate over to the cellular forensics, because we're really getting a better idea of the dialogue between Bethany and Dylan after 4 a.m. We now know it was Bethany that initiated contact with Dylan after 4 a.m. because Bethany was extremely concerned about the noises and commotion she was hearing inside 1122 King, specifically the firecracker, the shifting of the furniture, and Murphy, who was barking continuously for 45 minutes from 4 a.m. to 4:45. We have known for quite some time that Dylan and Bethany spoke around 4:20 to 4:22. As we have known since the PC affidavit was made public, Dylan has acknowledged hearing her own noises and commotion on the second floor just outside her bedroom. But new intel indicates that Dylan has acknowledged hearing the same firecracker noise that Bethany was expressing concerns about. However, that was not in the PC affidavit. But most critical of all, we know that Dylan has indicated seeing a masked intruder pass by her room after 4 a.m. And this is where it gets really interesting, guys. In these new legal documents, it is believed that Bethany may have suggested to Dylan in the course of this conversation that the masked intruder could have been one of Ethan's frat brothers playing a joke. So let's talk about this. What else did Bethany see and hear that night? Did Bethany see anything out her first floor bedroom window?
She saw them out the window.
Did she recognize anyone? Did Bethany hear other male voices inside 1122 King besides Ethan, and were they familiar to her?
3 people inside and 1 outside watching.
Was Ethan in a fight or dispute with anyone in the living room or common area on the second floor?
And there was a group of them in the house.
Given all the extreme noise and commotion we now know was going on inside 1122 King, why would Bethany even suggest that the masked intruder might be one of Ethan's fraternity brothers?
They knew the guys who were there. It wasn't just one. 3 people inside and 1 outside watching.
Was there an argument or confrontation going on inside 1122 King on that second floor that went sideways quickly?